So before the Lama Pastor enlightenment, this this my wish that everybody practice this when you open the eye in the morning. So motivation. So depend on motivation. S1600 said, of course, we respect the other faith. There's creator outside, and then God, and so and then there are many people who believe in that, who has faith in that. So of course we respect that, but of course in the reality, in the everyday life, when everyday life, if you think this way, if you think it the negative way, the unskillful way, other attachment, which is either attachment or anger or ignorance. So you think the unskillful way or wrong way, unhealthy way, suffering. You create suffering in the life. Then skillful way, wise way, positive way, virtuous way, unmistaken way, you think there's happiness. So your mind, right now, your mind creates suffering, or no, you have choice which way, which interpretation, which way you think. You create suffering, you create happiness. Even right now, this moment. Just a simple example. Person, you ask person to do some help, or something, you ask person to do, and person did the opposite. Not what you asked, but person did the opposite what you asked. So okay, after that, you have choice. Whether you get upset, whether your mind follow towards anger, whether your mind want to follow towards anger, one might get upset, or you want or mind follow the patience. You renounce the anger. Your mind, you practice patience. Practice patience, positive way thinking, virtuous way thinking, wise way thinking, positive way thinking, healthy way thinking. Healthy way thinking. Healthy way thinking. So this is sometimes your choice. You want to get upset or not? Only your choice. You see? You want to show upset, you want to follow to that mind? Or not upset, stay steady, stay positive. So sometimes, sometimes you have choice, but then sometimes you want the other person to be upset for the anger. And while you do have choice, you don't have to do that. So sometimes like that, you have choice. Not completely controlling right way. No, you have choice. But you want to hurt that person for the anger. You say, I'm sure many of you have experience. You have complete choice. You're not completely participating. You're not completely, overtaken by anger, but the choice which way you want. So your mind. So as I said, as your mind is the creator of samsara. Well, amazing. Really amazing. The creator of the health sufferings that omniscient one explained. 8 major hot suffering, 8 major cold suffering, 6 neighborhood suffering. Wow. Example. Wow. Yeah. What we see suffering here in the world is nothing. It's nothing. It's really nothing. It's great pleasure. Even prison, being in prison in the whole life is nothing. We get food, so it's whole life. Or whatever. It's a great pleasure. So it's one tiny fire spark from the hell. One tiny fire spark from the hell. And how hot it is. All the human beings' fire put together is like snowflake. It's like falling down snowflake, like air condition. Compared to one tiny fire spark from the hell, is unbelievable, hotter. So yeah. Anyway, so I don't remember 100% clear, but all the human beings fire put together. The end of the world fire is so much, unbelievable, hotter. That which melts Rocky Mountains. All the Rocky Mountains get melted under the blazing down there into the old fire. Wow. Then it's the tiny fire spark from hell is so much more, I think it's 7 times, it's so much more hotter than end of the world fire. There was melts on rocky mountains and all these things. You can see the lava. You can see the lava come from the end of the earth. I mean, inside. I don't know how many boxes. How many boxes? How many? The distance, the measurement. It is mentioned by the scientists, or what you call, lava comes from the earth, springs, from where it came, the length, distance. Is that mentioned, scientifically mentioned or not?
Yeah, I think.
Mentioned or not mentioned?
They can say how far under the earth it comes from.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they can say that. I don't know what they say. They do say that.
Which is the one now coming outside, we can see. Yeah, that was my question. That is my question. So what the distance? In my view, lava, there's a neighborhood to hell, Nyawa, the 6 or 4. So the lava, in my view, the lava that melts the rocks, or that, might be Churame, the about 6 neighborhood hell sovereign Churame, extremely unbelievable hot, the being kind of like ocean, being inside, everything melted the body. So I think my view is coming from that. There's a connection. It's my thinking. Connection. That's still the neighborhood hell, not the major hell. This is our thing. The connection. That's an example. I went in Hawaii, I think 3 times or 2 times. When the Shantideva Center was first time Shantideva Center was there. Yeah. I think it was 3 times or 2 times. Before they built the house, I was one time there. Did talk in the city, in the range lectures. Didn't do talk at the house. Second or third to talk at the new house they built. Supposed to be that, offered to, when the Lama was at Dharamsala, I think, when we finished the first Dharma celebration, so a couple were there, Dharamsala for a long time, and then they offered to Lama. I don't know the name of the town. I don't remember. So nearby their house has the land, And then they use for planting flowers or something. Then second time they built a house. So I was in the house, not stayed, but did the teaching course. So there was two of them. And then their friend, they had a friend who helped them. He was there, three of them, the Raja, four of them. That's 2 days. Nobody came. Nobody came. No dogs came, no cats came. No dogs, no cats. Even dogs, cats did not come for the course. Puppies. No birds. No frogs. Anyway, I'm joking. So 2 days for the I to speak 2 days for the okay. And then I did this also second time I think maybe did some lectures in town. In the town lectures people come, but not much their place within on the property, you know. So there was they were going to build a stupa. I'm not sure whether anybody is here from that couple. That so anyway, yeah. So going to build a stupa. I don't know what I said. So going to build a stupa. Then Chuck Thomas from Bajapani, originally from Bajapani, and want to build. Chuck Thomas wanted to build stupa, and they went to the Hawaii, both of them, Victoria and Chuck Thomas. So then he, I don't know the name, her husband, I don't know, wanted to build a stupa. So they didn't agree. He wanted to build a stupa, or Chuck Thomas wanted to build a stupa. So that's like that. So then at the end it didn't happen, stupa. Then they also they are divorced. Even the couple there after some time divorce. So so I didn't see for so many years. Yeah. So now the name of the center, Shantideva, is New York. So the same thing, the Lama Tsongkhapa in Italy. That was first time that name was given in Switzerland. That time Alan Wallace became just monk. Alan Wallace became just monk. Very new monk. He came to course. And in that course, Geshe Rabdan, Gonzalo Rinpoche, and so. Not in the full course, but just at the end, for the maybe Geshe Rabdan gave short talk. I don't remember. And talk, yes. So quite a number of people came, and so called. So then his name is Chris and Barbara, right? Barbara. Bodhi. Bodhi is her or her daughter? Huh? Last name is Bodhi. What? Huh? Yes. So his name is Chris. So there was inspiration, of course, after the course. So Sas and called name Lama Tsongkhapa. I don't remember Maybe that was given by Lama, I'm not sure, I don't remember who gave the name. But didn't actually happen to start teachings and programs and runnings, and it didn't happen. So the name was given, so it didn't happen. So afterwards, the name was brought from Switzerland to Italy. So the joke, but the name was given to Lama, to Italy. The center. We went to Italy, Lama and myself. We did a course in priest church upstairs, and then I think maybe 2 weeks or 1 week, I'm not sure. And then at the end on Sunday we finished. Sunday's free. So they did the church thing. So we went in the morning down the church and the Lama, to take the radish and wine, But that was done. The people all did to the wine and the radish. But Lama with radish, then Lama did like this. That was first me. So because I'm not, I have so much superstition, so I didn't do that. Maybe a little radish, but Lama, when it was finished, big bowl was big. There was no wine left to go gone. So radish, the Lama went round. Lama did like this all over. So the Lama, of course, doesn't have superstition. So, the way from Tibet, the way my kind of life brought up, or a lot of superstition. So I did do that. But maybe just that. But it was gone. World was completely empty, so Lama went all over. Went there on Sunday at the church. Not while they were preaching, no. We came at the end. That time didn't Lama Tsongkhapa. Second time, then. Second time is the share, or Maximus share the land, house, all that, his share by the parents, and so his share, I don't know about Luka, but his share then offered to Lama for the center. Then that's called Lama Tsongkhapa Center. What was name given in Switzerland? Now that didn't happen. So the name was brought all the from Switzerland. And then the name was carried all the from Switzerland to Italy. I'm just joking. So like that's so so many times Lama Tsongkhapa Institute to give courses. So that time Alan Wallace just became a monk. He was in the course. Alan Wallace, there might be also other monks, but I don't remember. But Lama Tsongkhapa Institute has been for so many years, so many years. It's been highly beneficial as a center in Italy, as a mother, main one, and then many branches started different parts of Italy, and then Tabjiling, which came to give him the Emeda initiation, Rinpoche, and Tabji Tiang, which I don't think so. I doubt, no, Tabji Tiang, I don't, maybe not. The Tabjiling, which Tabji Second Century, which came those early times, gave a whole teaching on the liberation palm in your hand. Tabji Second Century, which and organizations came 5 times already. So now this will be 6th time. So it didn't happen for a long time. Did not happen for a long, long time. Then, then now as soon as I accept come. So it has been extremely beneficial. So they started, besides all the teachings, what happened in the past 7 years, so after all that, in the basic program, what I made plan, because Anil N came, and that time it didn't, Lama and Geshe Bajatso at Gabon, when he was there, discussed Lama, maybe 1 week, I'm not sure, 1 week or sometime, discuss about the master program. Then Geshe Bajatso did that. Finished, he actually wanted to put, because we didn't have master program before, so Geshe Bajatso, he really wanted to put what he agreed at Gabon with the Lama, so she really wanted that. And the second time, when it was about to start, he passed away with cancer. And then, so basic program, I think, first finish and maybe the second, maybe even the second finish. Maybe third, I'm not sure which number 3rd or number 4th or number 3rd. So then when some other Lamas came, Geshe Ujien Chetan came maybe not just one time, I think, I'm not sure. Yeah. Or Gen Rapten Rinpoche, Geshe Rapten Rinpoche, our teacher, also Lama is a teacher, came there, and many other Lamas came, so that gave teachings, initiations. Unbelievable, beneficial. Yeah, so I'm losing my talk, forgetting my talk. What I was saying? Yeah. So they just yeah, the unimaginable health sufferings. The edge measure, hot and cold, and then all the ice, body, mountain, body like nailed and the shoes, nailed and the shoes, your whole body caught in the ice mountain lava. Then the Nyawa Name, inexhaustible held him. the last one, give up, after you make Dharma connection, then you give up. Or here's anger rises, and give up. And here is anger rises, break samaya, and give up. That's the worst. And then the kill the father, mother, arhat, cause blood Buddha, then disunity among the sanghas, or, all that. And then without break another life, after death, soon die, then after death, without break another life, then immediately get reborn in the lost hotel, Nyawanamne. And there, like piece of rock, firewood, one is fire. A piece of rock like that, one is fire. You don't see shape of sentient being. Piece of rock, and like that. And they're all screaming. From the sound only, from the sound screaming, then can see that a sentient being, but not by shape. Also unbelievable, most unbelievable. One intermediate eon. The length of life is one intermediate eon. Not years, in the one intermediate even. Wow. So that if your karma to explain that is not finished during the one great eon of this world, one great eon for evolution, one great eon for existing, then degeneration, the decline or degeneration, finish, takes one great eon. Then empty, no world here, empty space, takes one great eon. Then again starts. So like that. So even your karma is not finished here, then there are numberless universe. So you get reborn another universe, the hell, the Nyawaname, another universe, Nyawaname. You get born there, suffer, also like that. So including that. Then all the suffering, the hunger goes. Even 10,000 years couldn't find even drop of water, can't find a spoon of food. For even 10,000, besides 1,000, even 10,000 years, like that, all the animals suffering, unbelievable. Due to ignorance. Everything due to ignorance, not knowing what is right to abandon, not knowing what is right to abandon, not knowing what is wrong to abandon, which causes suffering. Anyway, come on. Yeah. Ignorance, not the Dharma. And besides the ignorance, Ruru Samsara, Timu Denzin Mariva, ignorance apprehending as we have. Real I, while there has not been, from the beginningless rebirth, never happened there. Never happened, or even 1 second. Never happened there. It never happened there. Doesn't exist. Won't happen in also future. Doesn't exist. But that's the hallucination we have and believe 100%. So besides that, root of samsara, that ignorance, they say, such the holding I guess, real, not merely labeled, not labeled, not merely labeled, but all that. So there's something exists from it. So the goes very subtle. Besides that, ignorance in Dharma. So all the suffering, what they experience, what they go through. So anyway, including all the suffering, human beings and suras, asuras, all the sufferings of form realm, formless realm, all come from mind, all produced by the mind. Produced by the mind. All this what one has been experiencing from beginningless rebirth, now what will be experienced endlessly or created came from one's mind. What do you experience came from one's mind. But the mind can't see with the eye. Colorless, shapeless, Yeah, formless. So, can't see. Untouchable, can't see. But, the delusion, nyamangba, disturbing thought, nyamangba. So frightening. So frightening. Particularly in the West, of course, attachment is to enjoy. Is a life. Without attachment, there's no life. Without attachment, there's no life. You have to have attachment. Many delusions are not problem. It's in the West, what are you supposed to should have? And so without that, there's no life. So the young boy in Nepal near Lumbini or somewhere who'd never eat food. Always meditation. The villagers, all the villagers, people they call Buddha. So they're little Buddha. I mean, not that that's what the movie, but they're called villagers. So many people go to see, Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, lately, sometime he comes give teaching, but it seems he doesn't have didn't get to study much Dharma. He was in Satya Monastery in Dehradun for 2-3 years, and then somehow left, and then I think he has a lot of experience from the past meditation, past life. So he was it's a very simple Nepalese family. He was born, and then the day of the sacrifice animal, it happened, and well, just before that, he came and the family killed chicken, or because he came so to give some special lunch. So then, seeing chicken killed, and then somehow he, I don't know, some renunciation, or how to say. Then he didn't say the form. He went away, and then he met Dharma. He met one Dharma, and the tree, and then tree he was meditating. The Dharma it has been there a month, but never got dust. Never got dust at all. One or two, I think one Dharma or two Dharmas. So I think I'm not sure what. So you never have to eat food. So I meditated for a long time. So the Western doctors come and they say, oh, you shouldn't let him to sit like that. You should eat food. You shouldn't let him to sit like that. And the Western doctors came and they don't want to check with the, the whole things. But, yeah, it was a meditation. So, because it's unknown in the West. So completely unknown in the West. So yeah, couldn't understand. So why I'm talking that? Allez. So anyway, so the mind creates all desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Your mind create, and you experience. You go through this numberless times already by eating shine. Basic meditation. So then you achieve inner happiness through shine. Then inner happiness by going the form realm. The Sandenshi, 4 levels of firm contemplation. There's 7 categories. So inner happiness, not 5 sense pleasure. Inner happiness through desire, through meditation. So we're there numberless times, not one time. Not holiday, one time holiday. No, numberless times you're born there, suffered. No suffering pain, but suffering change and progressive compound suffering. Then even bored of that. Then formalism as a formless numberless times from beginner's rebirth. With that, nothing new. Nothing new. Egyptian and numberless times. Or so so the general renunciation, realizing whole inner samsara, desire realm, formless realm, even tip of samsara, all nature of suffering, like prison, like being in prison, like being the center of the fire, like sitting on the thorn bush, naked body sitting on the thorn bush, like that, or the needle, tip of the needle. Like that, seeing the whole entire samsara nature of suffering, like being the center of fire, and develop, generated and develop, that didn't happen, and bodhicitta and develop, happen. Actualize the wisdom, directly perceive emptiness, and ceasing the seed of delusion, the gross imprint didn't happen. That never happened. The generate and develop. Only say. So that's why it's still suffering and samsara. So they all came from one's mind. One's mind created. As I gave an example, even this minute. So depending on how you think, and then right now suffering or right now pleasure. As I mentioned before, examples so like that. So one's mind is creator of your own samsara, your mind creator of your own Lord realms, hell, hunger, gross animal, hell or not. And your mind is creator of nirvana, your mind is creator of your enlightenment, your changchu, sangje, said omniscient mind. Wow. Even just in nirvana, free, ultimate happiness, free forever from the oceans of samsara, suffering, pain, suffering, change, perverse comparison, suffering. Wow. Just as free forever. Amazing. So so as I already mentioned, David dead to the life, even now, your mind is the creator of your happiness now, your mind is the creator of suffering now, so like that. So therefore motivation for life is, as I mentioned last night, from here up to enlightenment. So Dharma, the channel of the mind is like that. So they rather become cause suffering, become cause happiness, to turn to direct, to transform them. So the most important thing. Okay. I say, to finish the Oh. Time? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So step, yeah. Yeah, then yeah, the third past, present, future merit to clarity by material, merit to clarity by numberless sentient, numberless Buddhas, meta bodhicitta, generated in others one's mind, no doubt in second, that would generate, it will increase. No, Chanjo Sancho Rinpoche Maji. Gyawa Di Nyudo Da Lama. Doa Jijang Malreba
Saje Böge Joje Medodan Rira Vinjin Inde Gembade Sange Jindu Medevai Dagyo Namda Jing Cheba Zo Etan Guru Rana Mendala Kamni Tayan